Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just wanted to stop by and encourage you. I want to read Matthew 8, verse 28 and 29. And when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gergesenes, there met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. So understand that the enemy comes, he comes to discourage you. He comes to break you down. He comes to throw you off track. He comes to hold you back from the blessing God has for you. Verse 29, and behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? Now, if there is a certain time limit and the enemy knows that Jesus has a set time to remove them out of your way, so they no longer beat you down, they no longer discourage you, they no longer block you, they no longer stop you from receiving what God has for you. Know that everything has a set time, a set season. Even the enemy, he knows he has a set time to torment you and I. He knows that Jesus is coming to our rescue. He knows that if he can break our spirits, that if he can cause us to believe that God is not going to move on our behalf, that Jesus is not going to move on our behalf, he knows that he's got the battle halfway won for himself. He knows that he's tearing our spirits down. He knows to keep throwing stuff at us to make us think it's never going to happen. Things are never going to work. Nothing is changing. Nothing is happening. I've prayed and I've prayed and I've fasted and I've believed, but nothing has changed. That's where he wants us. That's what he wants us to be, bitter and angry, thinking God doesn't hear us. God doesn't see us. God is not responding to us. Jesus is not moving for us. Nobody's going to help us. Wrong. Wrong. He wants to knock us off our feet. He wants to shake us up. He wants us to panic. He wants us to jump ship. He wants us to give up receiving our help. He wants us to miss our breakthrough. He wants us to be so confused, bitter, and angry that, yes, he wants us to curse God. He wants us to mess up. He wants us to, he want to play mind games with you. He wants to play mind games with me. And that's what he preferred to do, to keep talking his smack to you. Keep talking stuff to you to make you think it's not going to happen. But don't let him steal your joy. Don't let him steal your breakthrough. Don't let him steal your blessing. Just because that thing has not manifested, don't believe it's not going to manifest. For some of us, the blessings that God is about to give us, it is such a big anointing, a big blessing. It is so big that it's taken a long time. Remember Daniel. Remember how the angels came and told him God heard his prayer. But it took 21 days because the enemy came out and blocked. So don't believe that just because you haven't heard, and it was 3 years ago that you were praying on this thing. It was 10 years ago that you were praying on this thing. It was 20 years ago that you were praying on this thing, and it didn't happen. Know that it's not because God can't do it. Jesus can't move on it. Jesus can't bless you. Jesus can't help you. God can't help you. That they're not praying for you. That they're not fighting for you. Realize it's the enemy. He wants you to doubt. He wants you to blow your chance of receiving your breakthrough, your blessing. Don't let him discourage you. Don't let him tear you down. Know that God is going to do exactly what he said he was going to do. Know that God is going to move in a mighty and awesome way. Know that what he has for you is for you. Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans I have for you. Just because the enemy is blocking you and confusing you, it doesn't change God's mind. It doesn't change the mind of Jesus. What's yours is yours. You will have your blessing. You will have your breakthrough. But the enemy doesn't want you to realize that. He wants you confused. He wants you to abort your blessing. Don't let him confuse you. Don't let him cause you to miss what God has for you. Stay blessed, people of God. Be encouraged.